All right, guys, today we are going to give you the top 5 things that you should look for when you place your dumpster order so that you don't get a dumpster that's not right for you or that you can't use. We have got tub-style dumpsters and we have got rectangle dumpsters, and those are from Mack Corporation. We have also got some specialized dumpsters, a flatbed and a dump box, and those come to us from Bucks Fabricating. Today we're going to go through these dumpsters so you know what to look for and what to do when you go place your dumpster order. Here is the most important thing that you need to know when you go to order your dumpsters. Tip number 5. All right, tip number 1, find the correct dumpster builder that knows how to build dumpsters correctly. And we're gonna point out just a couple things that you need to look for. Make sure that you get the right hook bar diameter here. Also, the distance between the hook bar and the front of the container is very important. If that distance is wrong, when your hook goes in there, it will not operate correctly. If it's too close, the hook will bind. I've had it where I went to pick up a dumpster that this bar was too close to the front of the can and it actually picked the back of the dumpster up as you were loading it. That is not correct. You also want to make sure that the hook height is the correct distance from the ground. We had a customer that got a whole semi-loaded dumpsters. He went out and measured that hook height and every one of them was at a different height.
No, God!
If that height isn't correct, it's gonna cause you problems. If it's too low, you're gonna have a hard time hooking onto that dumpster with your hook lift truck.
It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard.
The tailgate. Open that tailgate. If it's not built correctly, the tailgate will drop down an inch when you open it up. That is not a good thing. You want a tailgate that opens and closes smoothly because you're going to be opening and closing that tailgate many times over the next how many years. The other thing is the paint quality of your dumpster. Now think about it. It's pretty easy to squirt paint on bare metal, but that metal has to be prepared properly so that that paint lasts for many years. Think about it. Do you want your dumpster to be faded, paint peeling off? If that metal is not prepared properly, that paint will not stay on. It can look excellent the day it comes out of the factory, but the first winter, first snowstorm salt, that paint will start to peel and that dumpster will look absolutely horrible. So price is not always the most important thing. Don't look for the cheapest dumpster builder out there because they can make it look good, but if the paint doesn't last, your dumpsters are going to look bad. Let's talk a little bit about the 2 dumpster manufacturers that we are representing today. Mack Corporation, they much more focus on just your standard dumpsters. Bucks Fabricating will do a little more custom work for you. That's why we have the flatbed and the dump box. Stay with us to the end of the video and we're going to talk a little bit more at the end of what the 2 different companies do, their strong points, and what they can do for you, the customer. All right, guys, tip number 2, the long-awaited argument that we want to settle once and for all. We see it on the Facebook groups all the time. Which is better, tub style or rectangle? And we're going to break it down and then help you make the best decision for you and your business. Let's focus on the tub style first of all. So let's talk about the cons. And there's not that many really. They are not built as heavy. If you're hauling a lot of heavy, hard debris, tub style might not be the best for you. The pros for a tub style dumpster. Number 1 is the way you can ship these dumpsters. So you want to save money on shipping, you can get 10 of these bad boys on a semi-load. These are 16-foot dumpsters, so you can get 10 on one load versus the 6 of the rectangle. Everybody wants to save on shipping, so there's a really good way to do it is to get the tub style because then your cost per dumpster to get it to your location goes down considerably. So I don't know if you noticed this on the tub style, but they are narrower in the front than they are in the back, and with your tapered slides, your debris will slide out easier, making your job a lot simpler when you're dumping your load at the landfill. Another great thing about these tub style dumpsters is look at all the free real estate that you have on the side here for your branding, to put your sign on for everybody to see as they're driving down the road and they see your dumpster at that house getting filled up. Good branding, tremendous amount of space to put your logo. All right, let's hop over to the rectangle style and we're gonna talk about the cons first, and there's only really 3 of them that I could think of. Number one, it is a heavier box because it's made out of heavier steel. It's got your side posts. That box does weigh more, which is going to cut down on your payload. The other thing is with the square sides, your debris does get stuck inside easier, and sometimes it's harder to unload these dumpsters. And the third thing is shipping. When you order a semi-load, you're only gonna get 6 of these on a semi-load. The only way to really stack these is to set one on its side inside the dumpster. So if you want to take 2 dumpsters out to a job site, it's going to be very difficult to do that because you'll need a forklift to load it and you'll need a forklift to unload it correctly. So those are the couple main things that I thought of on the rectangle dumpster. All right, let's talk about the pros on the rectangle dumpster. So it is a heavier built dumpster. You've got side posts in there that are 24-inch on center. These dumpsters are built for your heavier, bulkier material. So you do probably want some of these in your fleet because you are going to get jobs where you're going to need to haul that heavier material. The other thing would be is lower sidewalls. To get the same yardage, you can go with a lower sidewall because you got rectangle straight sides. And then you have got a heavier rail on the top. That's a 4x4 1/4-inch rail versus a 3x3 1/4-inch rail. You know how it is when they load these dumpsters, this one will hold up better because it is built heavier and stronger for you. All right, tip number 3 is we're gonna talk about yardage. One of the common complaints that we hear is a guy gets his dumpsters and does the math, and when they say it's a 20 yard, it's not a true 20 yard. We often hear it on the tub style dumpster is they use the exact same dimensions as a rectangle, and then you don't have a true 20 yards. So make sure that they are building the tub style taller to get you the 20 yards that you're looking for. So make sure that you're getting the correct yardage so that you are billing your customer correctly. So these are 16-foot containers that we have here today. These containers are recommended for the under CDL truck, right there at that 26,000 GVW truck. That's the size that we recommend for that truck. We get a lot of guys that ask us, can I run a 30 yard on an under CDL truck? And the answer is yes, you can. Do we recommend it? No. Your sidewalls will be so tall on a 30-yard container that it's going to be very difficult to load. And your load capacity, the amount of trash that you can haul in that dumpster, if you want to stay within the legal limits, is going to be very low. So we don't recommend it, but this is the size that we do recommend for the under CDL truck, which happens to be our hottest selling truck right now. Let's talk about hook height. Which is the best hook height for you to get? There are 3 sizes, 36, 54, and 62. Take a look at all these dumpsters sitting here. What is the hook height? 54 inches. That is what we recommend. 36 is falling by the wayside. It is too low. If you start out with 36 inch, you kind of like locked yourself out of the game. Yes, I know a lot of these trucks are coming with adjustable jib height. That's a great option to get when you get your truck, but it is a pain to be constantly changing that hook height. Start your fleet out with 54 inches. You can run 54 on a small dumpster. You can run it on a medium-sized dumpster, and you can run it on the big 40-yard dumpster. You know, with a 62-inch hook height on a 40-yard dumpster, you will get a little bit better dump angle. But I've never heard a guy complain on the 54-inch that it's not good enough dump angle. So our recommendation is start out with 54 and build your whole fleet around that, and you'll be glad you did. You'll thank me later, so do that. Stick with 54. We feel that's the best. All right, here is the most important thing that you need to know when you go to order your dumpsters. Tip number 5, and that is body locks. So body locks are really important. Every hook manufacturer puts their body locks at a different spot. You have inside body locks, you have the pistol grip, you have the outside body locks, and those body locks on the different hook manufacturers are placed at a different spot. Some are farther back, some are more forward. If you're running multiple brands of hook lifts in your fleet, you are going to have a hard time getting all your dumpsters to match all the hooks out there. You have 50 dumpsters and you got to change the body locks. That's a lot of work. Swap Loader has a solution to that problem, and that is the universal body locks. Let's hop over here and take a look at it. All right, so the way this universal body lock system works, it is hydraulic pressure that flips these up and locks on the inside of the rail. There's a hydraulic lever inside the cab that you can operate, brings it up, locks into the rail, and it is made for different rail heights. You can run different rail heights with this system. So it doesn't matter if you have dumpsters that have the outside body lock, the rail that slides underneath the body lock, or the inside lock pistol grip. This system will work with any of those. So there you go. Swap loader, universal body lock. All right, guys, thanks for sticking with us and watching this video. We do really appreciate it. We're gonna take just a little bit of time to focus on these dumpsters and how well they're built and show you the quality of these dumpsters and what these companies can do for you. So check out the welds. Absolutely amazing welds. We've all seen that welder that can't weld for nothing. It looks terrible, but every weld on these dumpsters is absolutely seamless and beautiful. The paint quality is absolutely amazing. The shine, the way they're built, the hinges, the rear door, the rollers, guys, it's there. We want to focus also on what Bucks Fabrication can do for you and maybe a little more specialized dumpster. We've got a flatbed here. We've got the dump box over there. You know, if you're looking for a landscaper body, chipper box, a large dump body for your bigger trucks, Bucks Fabricating can do that. They do a little more custom work. So if you're interested, give Bucks a call. We'll put all the information for these companies in the description down below. So if you're interested, go check it out. All right, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. And remember, if you are looking for a cheap dumpster at a low cost, do not call either of these companies because they will not be able to help you. There's a whole list of cheap dumpster manufacturers out there that you can call and get a low quality dumpster that will not last. These guys say that their dumpsters will last 30 to 40 years.
His idea, his dream was to build a roll-off container that is going to last you 30, 40 years.
So if you're looking for a cheap dumpster, there's other options for you. But if you're looking for something high-end that's gonna last, give these two companies a call and they can help you out. All right, guys, so why do we make these videos? It is simply to help you make better decisions, give you more information. There's not a lot of other companies out there doing this, and we just want to pour the information into you so that you can make good business decisions. And if you like the truck that's in the background, give us a call, go to our website. All the information will be linked in the description down below. And remember, the only thing we do here is build hook lift trucks. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.